Hello and welcome to a brand new era in hinge casting. For the first time ever, we are doing video podcasts. So it's like the old podcast, except the pictures move. Like real life. Hey. So there you go. That's what we're doing, whether you like it or not. And I was sitting here thinking to myself, what should I talk about for the brand new hinge cast? And I realized that I've been getting a lot of questions and a lot of people asking about my flip in the A1 car in Australia. Funny how people only want to know about the happy things that happen in my life. Regardless, you guys want to know what flipping a car is like. Okay, so have you ever been, maybe as a child, thrown into a dryer? No? If you haven't, I'm not suggesting go out and try it, and personally I haven't done it myself, but I imagine it kind of feels something like that with, it's like a bad amusement park ride. Think roller coaster meets bumper cars, right? It's really not that pleasant. I mean, when I first got hit, I knew right away I was going over. You just got the sensation, and even though it happens really quickly, it's all in slow motion. I know it's kind of cliche and doesn't make any sense, but that's just how it works. And so people were always asking me, so when you knew you were flipping, what were you thinking about? Are you serious? Is that an honest question? What was I thinking about? Global economy and, how ticked off I was. I didn't have time to iron my shirt that morning. I was thinking, holy crap, I'm flipping a car. And I was thinking, hold on for dear life. And please God let me live. Things, along that line. And, when I hit the first time, I was doing about 160 kilometers an hour. And I could feel that I still had a lot of momentum. Damn inertia. And that I was going to keep going over it. It wasn't quite done yet. So as I'm spinning through the air, the one thing that I really am thinking about is, please, for the love of God, do not let this thing land upside down, because I'm a bit of a claustrophobic, and if the car were to land upside down, that would really suck. Well, it did, and it did. So when the car finally settled and I realized I was upside down, I kind of did, I wanted to panic at first, but then I realized that really wasn't going to get me anywhere, so I took a deep breath, calmed down, and kind of assessed the situation. First thing I did was make sure that I was okay. Checked, 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 feet, and everything was working fine. Everything felt okay. So I got that out of the way. Then I had to seriously fight the urge to try and get out of the car, because I did not feel comfortable in there at all. It's a horrible feeling hanging upside down like that. Very unnatural. So, every person that has flipped a car has always told me that the first thing they want to do is undo their belts, but then you just fall to the ground, hit your head, and get a crotch full of steering wheel, and I just wasn't in the mood for that. So I sat there patiently with my arms folded and waited for the safety team to show up. I got on the radio and told my crew, A, that I was alright, and B, how much it sucked flipping a race car. And then I sat there for a second, what seemed like 30 minutes, but was probably 30 seconds, as the safety team got to me and thought to myself, I'm like on the complete opposite side of the world from Canada right now. In fact, if I were in Canada, I'd be right side up. Think about that. And by the time I thought about that for a few seconds, the safety team showed up, got me out of the car, no big deal. Went to the medical center, checked me out, not a big issue. The doctor was concerned about some brain damage, but I told him that I race because I have brain damage. I don't have brain damage because of the racing. Common mistake, slight difference, but most drivers suffer similar, never mind. So that's basically the whole story. I mean, I had to spend half an hour in the medical center, then I got out and had, more attention than the guy who won the race because I flipped a car. But that's really PR for all the wrong reasons, don't you think? Well, the good news is I'm heading to Durban, South Africa for another A1 race in the near future, and hopefully that one will go a little bit better. At least I'll finish. Hopefully on the podium. Or a win. It's a street circuit. Good at street circuits. Used to one. Do a lot in North America, in Atlantics, and BMW. Not many of the European guys do street races. That's all I got. I'm just dragging it on for no reason.